Portal and especially Portal 2 are some of the best games of all time. The gameplay is super fun and the games are like thought-provoking and humorous.
Understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
And all around, some of the best of the PC landscape. No, you don't count. Have to offer. Wait, now I think about it, does Smash even have a fighter that represents PC gaming? I mean, I guess Minecraft originated on a PC, but at this point, I wouldn't even call Minecraft an indie game, let alone a PC exclusive game. So maybe Chell would be the perfect representation for the PC market. Also, I just like Portal. But honestly, the gameplay of Portal is some of the most, if not the most unique gameplay I've ever experienced in any video game whatsoever. So I thought, what a fun challenge would it be to translate that unique gameplay into Smash. Now when I think of a character for Smash, I try to think of a core driving philosophy that guides my design decisions. So for Steve, I was trying to make a moveset that felt like it has endless possibilities because that's the feeling I got when I played Minecraft. So for Chell, I kind of wanted a gameplay feel that feels like a challenge. Feels almost like a puzzle, you can say. Because obviously that's what I feel when I play Portal. Every time you enter a new test chamber, you can't wait to figure out how are you going to use the pieces that you have at your disposal to solve the puzzle. So I want that same feel to go into Smash, where you go into a game and you can't wait to figure out to use those pieces that are at your disposal to solve the puzzle of whooping the apples. But with all that being said, let's get straight into the moveset. Starting with something that's not really a move, the aesthetics. So the stage is kind of confusing, to be honest, because when you think of a Portal stage, the most obvious thing you would think of is a test chamber, because it's where you spend like 90% of the Portal games. But that doesn't really translate that well to a Smash stage because walls? And I know the Kazuya stage has walls and the King of Fighters stage has walls, but that feels like an intentional design decision to make games feel more like a fighting game. Having walls doesn't necessarily make it feel like a puzzle game. Nice walls! I see you're a Tetris fan. I thought of two solutions for this. My first design for the stage I drew on paper, and it was sort of based off of the Portal 2 test chambers, where the game starts off where all the test chambers are destroyed without GLaDOS' guidance, meaning a lot of the walls are broken down. So that means you can have big open areas on each side of the stage and have it sort of like an island without it feeling out of place. Also, I feel like these broken down test chambers in Star Portal 2 are some of the most iconic set pieces of the whole Portal franchise, just because some of the things that happen in these broken down test chambers are some of the most iconic things to happen in the Portal games. As you can see from the drawing, you have all the tubes and pipes that make up these abandoned Portal levels, but I also filled it up with bunch of references, so maybe you can see a companion cube flowing through the pipes or a personality core. Also, you can see in the right side there's a conveyor belt transferring a bunch of turrets, which I think is a nice little touch. Also, on the bottom we have a button that you can actually step on and light up the wire that leads right to the door, which I think is pretty cool because I like to have the idea that if you do the supposed quote-unquote puzzle that is in this stage, then the door will actually open up. I think it's a nice little cute little touch. It's like, oh, look at that, they tried. The second, the ultimate final idea I had is the relaxation chamber. The relaxation chamber is actually the name of the room that you start off in Portal 2. And in that game, Wheatley is moving that room while you're inside of it, through walls and all sorts of nonsense. And through the cracks in the wall, you can see you're in the factory. You're in Aperture Science Laboratory. So I think it'll be cool if the stage is on top of this room and you can see the inside of the room through the cracks and the broken down walls, but also the stage will move to different parts of the laboratory, similar to how a lot of other Smash stages sort of do this thing where they move around and show you different locations from the game that it's representing. So maybe it could move into a test chamber or move into the room where Chell and GLaDOS had that climactic battle. It could move down into the weird Cave Johnson laboratory thing that's in the towards the end of Portal 2. And every time it stops at a new place, it will have different platforms, and the platforms could be made out of the light bridges that are in Portal 2, or they could just be made out of different things that are already in that area. I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities with this stage, and I think it will make for a much more dynamic, much more fun Smash stage. And next we have the taunts. For our down taunt, I had Chell placing down a companion cube. I thought it'd just be really cute to be like, hey, look at him. Look at this guy, he made it in Smash, look at this guy. And then I thought her side taunt will be a portal opening up next to you with GLaDOS on the other side. Kind of just roasting you, because I think if you think of the word taunt and portal, that's the first thing that comes to mind, GLaDOS. GLaDOS is taunting you throughout the entirety of Portal 1 and throughout the entirety of Portal 2. It's just GLaDOS taunting you and mocking you. So, wouldn't it be really cool if, for her side taunt, she just has GLaDOS mocking you? It's not really much of a taunt for the other player as a taunt for you. She could say different things. Like, if you do it one time, she could say, oh, it's you again. Or you can even have more Smash specific ones, like, I don't think you stand a chance. Or, you have one stock left, can't be surprised. I don't know, I think all these little cute interactions, like shutting you down, would be such a great way to represent the vibe that Portal has. Like that playful, sort of sarcastic vibe that permeates the entire game. Oh, and lastly, her up taunt would be the iconic Portal birds harassing you.
Up here. I found some bird eggs up here. Just dropped me to the door mechanism. Shut it right down. Like, ah! Bird! 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 Bird!
And how can I forget her alternative costumes? I just picked a different colored jumpsuit, referencing different common colors seen throughout Portal. You have her iconic look here, and then you have a blue one referencing the blue portals that you make, a yellow one referencing the orange portal. I didn't want to do orange because obviously her base color is orange, but if you actually look at the orange portal, it is kind of mostly yellow, so yeah, that's what the yellow one would represent. You can have a white one representing all the turrets that are all around the game, or even a black one so that black and white could even resemble GLaDOS. Speaking of which, I wanted sort of 3 colors that have Chell's skin white, like if she was an android. It doesn't really make sense, but a lot of colors in Smash don't make sense. You can have one with white skin and then the blue track pants representing Atlas from the Portal 2 co-op. You can have one with the white skin and the orange track pants representing Peabody from the Portal 2 co-op. And then a white skin with the black tracksuit just to represent GLaDOS one more time, because why not? She's clearly the best character. Oh, and finally for her victory screen, we can have one where she's falling forever, because we all have tried that, don't lie to me. We can have one where she spots a nice slice of cake. Maybe the cake isn't a lie. I don't know. And lastly, one representing one of the best moments in gaming history, the portal on the moon! Where she's holding on to Wheatley and being sucked through a portal. Just freeze frame right there. Let's start with throws because I kind of had nowhere else to put these throws. For a grab, the people she grabs will just kind of be hovering there, kind of like how in Portal when you grab an item, it just kind of hovers in front of you for some reason. For a back throw, she'll yeet you onto an aerial faith plate, which are those big springy boards in Portal 2 that launch you. For a forward throw, you'll be shot in a straight line. It'll have a similar trajectory to Steve's forward throw. And I kind of got this as a reference to Half-Life, which shares the same universe as Portal, where the gravity gun just shoots things forward. And her up and down throw will be the same gravity gun reference. Okay, so starting with her tilts, her jab will be a stabbing forward with the portal gun, because as we all know, it has stabbing capability.
Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming.
Her side tail will be the same, but with her down tail, it'll be her stomping on the ground with her long fall boots. The boots that prevent her from taking fall damage throughout both Portal games. And lastly, her up tail will be her trying to shoot a portal up in the air, but it will fail, leaving those weird little particle effects that do but this time they'll do damage. And then for her air attacks, her neutral air will be her spinning her portal gun in a circle, because we all know there's nothing Sakurai loves more than circle airs. Well, except maybe circles. Her forward air is her spike, where she slams down the portal gun. I got the idea from what I imagine it looks like to press down on the buttons that you have to press down on throughout the game. For her down air, she stomps down, taking advantage of her long fall boots. I imagine this being similar to Captain Falcon's down air, and she's doing this to obviously stop her fall damage, even though that doesn't exist in Smash. Lastly, her back air will be her swinging a personality core. I'm sure I could come up with something better, but sheesh, I'm having a hard time with this character. A lot of her moves and ideas will have to be summoning stuff mid-air. It's so bizarre. Maybe her back air could be sort of like another thing where the portal fails and the particles do damage, but I just don't know. Now for her smash attacks are a little bit special. I wanted to give the vibe for these smash attacks that someone outside of the game is trying to kill Chell, just because Chell is constantly being attempted murdered throughout both Portal games by friend and foe. So I just figured it's just so perfectly in character for her to be still trying to be murdered by these people while she's in a fight. So basically for all these smash attacks, she charges up a smash attack, but when she releases, the release isn't her attack, it's her dodging an attack coming from a portal. Let's give an example. Her forward smash will be her charging up a hit, but a portal comes and spews neurotoxin, which is GLaDOS's kind of go-to when it comes to killing people. And I imagine it has a similar hitbox to Toad's bad breath. Her down smash will be a portal coming from the floor shooting 2 electro balls, or what are they called? Okay, I just spent like 10 minutes trying to find what these things are called. According to the Portal wiki, the Portal unofficial wiki, they're called high energy pellets. Did they ever say this in the game? Oh wait, it says right here.
Blood safety is one of many enrichment center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy Pellet, seen to the left of the chamber, can and has caused permanent disabilities, such as vaporization.
Oh my gosh, GLaDO literally said it. Alright, well, the high energy pellets. There you go. And lastly, her up smash will be a laser coming from the floor portal, similar to how Palutena's laser, I'm keeping that in, shoots up from the floor. And now
for the moment you've been waiting for!
Now, her side special would be placing a portal. But I bet you're wondering, what? Placing a portal? There's supposed to be 2 portals! Well, listen, dude, shut up. Listen, and maybe you'll know. If you do the side special facing forward, you can move your direction wherever you want and place a blue portal. If you do the side special facing backwards, you can aim the portal wherever you want and place an orange portal. Or vice versa, it doesn't matter. Now, these portals are the main thing of her moveset. This is what differentiates her from every other fighter, because these portals will act exactly how they do in the game. You walk right through it and you come straight out of the other portal, which means you can do lots of interesting things. Let's say you're in this Hyrule Castle map. You put a blue portal right here and an orange portal right here. You stand right here and smash attack your enemy through the blue portal. They will come flying out of the orange portal because they went flying through the blue portal, because just like in Portal, you will keep your momentum through portals. God, I'm saying Portal too much. You will fly out of the orange portal, potentially getting a KO. Now, does that seem really cheap? I would argue no, because the setup to make something like that happen has so much more skill than any other thing would have. And it might honestly be not as useful as just smash attacking them normally. But that's the thing. These portals could be used in many different ways. They could be placed on ceilings, floors, walls. You have so many different options. But just like in Portal, the portals can also work on you, so you have to be careful that you don't have your traps be used against you. So, these portals work just like in Portal, which means characters go through them, items go through them, projectiles go through them, anything that can move goes through it. A chain grab, if you start at one end of the portal, it will continue through the other end of the portal. And if Chell loses a stock, both portals will be destroyed. Now, her down and side and neutral specials all are just ways that you could interact with these portals in more unique and interesting ways. Just like I want this game to feel like a puzzle. I want, when you play Chell, for it to feel like you want to figure out interesting ways to beat your opponent, not just brute force them. So for her down special, she'll place a turret that has a small range. And if you walk in front of that turret, you will get sprayed with bullets. Now the turret can be knocked down with a projectile, and it can even be knocked down just by walking into the back of it. And it will disappear after a little while, similar to Pac-Man's fire hydrant. Meaning it is not the best object in the world, but you can use it with the portals in interesting ways. You know where I'm going with this? Let's look at the Rainbow Cruise stage in Smash. Let's say you put a blue portal here and an orange portal on the roof of this platform. You can face the turret to the orange portal, making the laser stretch down from the blue portal, meaning when somebody passes that, they will get shot by the turret. All these little trap setups will be hard to actually do in a professional game, but this character might not be top tier. She doesn't need to be. For her up special, it'll be a repulsion gel. She jumps up from a platform that gets summoned under her, similar to how Sonic's up B summon something and how Mega Man's up B summon something. Chell will summon a platform with repulsion gel, which is the blue gel that you're able to bounce on in Portal. And just like in Portal, the higher you drop onto it, the higher you jump up. So the longer you've been falling in Smash, the higher you jump up. So it's not the best horizontal recovery, but it is a pretty good vertical recovery. And lastly, her neutral special would be the thermal, I wrote this down, thermal discouragement beam. What are with these names? It's basically the red laser that's constantly in both Portal games. The red laser gets shoot from the floor just like with your up smash, except this time you have the reflector kit. I'm looking up all these names. Discouragement redirection cube. And with that cube, you're able to aim the laser up and down. Now the portal shooting the laser out will not last for very long, but while it's down there, you have a very long range with this thing. But again, you could do really cool things with the portal with this thing. For example, you could put a portal on the floor and then put a portal on a wall and then shoot the laser through the wall and have a whole floor trap shooting lasers everywhere. And I think you see my point here. My whole idea with Chell and Smash is I want every time you play a new game for it to be an exciting new challenge for you to overcome. I want you to see who you're fighting against and the stage you're on and using all those tools to come up with creative ways to beat your enemy. Just like in Portal, they give you the tools for you to come up with a creative way to solve the puzzle. Which means in competitive Smash, she might not be the most fun to play because, well, most competitive Smash stages look like this. But in casual Smash, she will be so fun. You land on the freaking F-Zero stage and you're like, okay, I could put a portal here, maybe put a turret here, play around with this here, and you just have all these different ways to mess around and figure out how to make the most of the tools that you're given. Same thing goes with characters you're going up against. Oh, I'm going against Little Mac? Well, then maybe I should put a portal here, and then it'll just shoot him off, and then he can't recover. You use all these different things to your disposal so that you can make the most of it and solve the puzzle that is whooping your opponents. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. That's my idea for Chell in Super Smash Bros. It's a little bit weird, a little bit kooky. Maybe not the best, but it was very fun. If you enjoy stuff like this, I have a lot of stuff in the works, so feel free to subscribe. And if you watch all the way through to the end, thank you a lot. I know it's a handful, but thank you a lot. With these smaller YouTubers, you know, sometimes it feels like it's not worth giving them the time of day, but you know, I try. And also sorry that this video took so long to make. This video was written, the writing for this video started before Sephiroth came out, believe it or not. But a lot of stuff has been happening in my life. One of the big things that's relevant to you guys is that I moved. So that's pretty exciting. I have my own office to do stuff like this, which is something I never had before. I'm really looking forward to it. And also, I got a freaking new mic. I don't know if you can tell, but it's awesome. I hear my voice in that crispy quality. It's crispy. I freaking love it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I would super appreciate it. You know, it's not like other YouTubers where they say that. No, I actually do appreciate it because I don't get any of those. So if you do it, you're special to me. I read your username. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Bye bye.